In this YouTube video, I pulled together a list of 5 unmissable places to help you discover the spirit of jazz music in New York. First and foremost, jazz and New York City have an exciting history. One of the major breakthroughs for jazz in New York City came on January 16, 1938, when Benny Goodman's big band played the famous 1938 Carnegie Hall Jazz Concert. The concert itself was significant because it introduced jazz to a wide audience in the city. As jazz gained popularity, it provided African Americans with a platform for self-expression. Consequently, numerous prominent jazz musicians emerged during this time period, such as Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, and many more. So if you love jazz music and thinking about visiting the city, New York still has a thriving jazz music scene that's worth exploring, definitely. So the city is home to countless bars, record shops, jazz clubs, fantastic venues where you can find a lot of inspiration. And here are my top personal 5. Nublu 151 is one of my favorite venues for jazz music in New York. As soon as you walk the door entrance, you step down to a wonderful atmosphere. It is important to mention that Nublu has 2 locations, Nublu 151 and Nublu Classic, as well as their own record label, which is called Nublu Records. The club was opened in 2022 by Ilan Hersein. It started out as a place for like-minded musicians and artists to gather and simply play music together, and today is a great point of reference in New York jazz scene, but not only. In time they hosted legendary artists like Gilberto Gil, David Burney, and today the programming offers a fantastic range of acts from the independent music scene. In my case, I discovered the super talent of Ray Hungry hosting the Producer Mondays Night, which is a fantastic musical space for local musicians coming from the independent local music scene, but not only, inspired by the original jazz session of 1920 Harlem Renaissance. My second place on my list is Jazz Record Center. Now, if you love jazz music and collecting records, this place is one of those places you cannot miss for your next visit in New York City. The shop opened its door in 1983 and offers a cross-section of jazz of all styles and periods. It is the only jazz store in New York City, which tells you how much this space gained recognition and plays an important role in the New York jazz community. You find a great collection of CDs, vinyls, books, t-shirts, posters. The collection of records is astonishing with rare items. Customers are coming from everywhere in the US and all over the world. During my visit at Jazz Record Center, I bought this book, which is called A Century of Jazz. Brilliant reading, I really enjoyed it, which highlights the history of jazz music from the 21st century to today. I put the link in the comment section. And when it comes to the record shopping experience, personally, I love the service. And when it comes to this, Fred Cohen, which is the owner of this place, is a welcoming person and ready to help you to get the most of your record shopping experience. Jazz Record Center is without a doubt one of the best stores for jazz I have had the pleasure of stepping inside. Back in 2022, when I started planning my journey in New York, I also wanted to discover a bit more about the jazz history in Harlem. And that's how I discovered the National Jazz Museum in Harlem. The museum is a hub for African American culture, and its mission is to preserve, promote, and present jazz by inspiring knowledge, appreciation, and the celebration of jazz locally, nationally, and internationally. The museum offers a wide range of free online and in-person programming to educate and connect audiences, jazz artists, educators, and scholars. They also produce jazz workshops, performances, and events. There are sections on Ellington and Armstrong and many other important figures in jazz history, a library of old recordings, and a couple of interactive stations where you can learn more about the history of jazz and watch films of early jazz musicians. Small Jazz Club is an historic jazz club in New York, a small underground club, just the kind of a place you think when connecting jazz music and New York to make you understand. It's small, relaxed place, and it seems that everybody knows each other, but at the same time you won't feel strange because you don't. As you descend into the club, you immerse yourself in a beautiful atmosphere. It feels as if you're stepping back in the 50s, a time when jazz ruled the music industry. Small's Jazz Club has been opened since 1994. The club was created by jazz musician Michel Borden to create a place that was beneficial to jazz music and its culture. What I love about Small Jazz Club is that it's more musician oriented, in a sense that they have earlier show and then after midnight they do open jam nights for musicians who want to come perform at no charge. So the club's focus is to also giving musicians a platform where to fully workshop their craft, which I think it's a fantastic opportunity for them to explore New York jazz scene. So if you are a jazz musician, I would highly recommend the Small Jazz Club to you visiting New York City. Now, my last place on my list is Lunàtico Bar, a gem of a place. I'm so glad I discovered Lunàtico, which is located in Brooklyn. Now, let me tell you more about this place. Lunàtico was founded in 2014 by musicians Richard Julian, Alto Cal, and Rosita Cass. Their idea was to combine the sophisticated elements of the cocktail bars they loved with their favorite music spots. Today the bar presents music every night with an exciting programming ranging from neo-folk to jazz music, blending contemporary sounds with talented musicians from the both local and worldwide independent music scene. Here I attended Leeds Rose's concert, a Brazilian singer based in New York City, and I put the link in the comment section here down below to her Spotify. I highly suggest you listen to her music. So Lunàtico Bar, beautiful space, great atmosphere, the food is fantastic, narrow but lively space. So this is one of those places that reminds you why New York City is so special. This is my list of what I believe are unmissable places you cannot miss for your next visiting New York City. I enjoyed all of them, and I'm looking forward to know your thoughts, opinions, and ideas. I would love this to be a two-way conversation. So my question for you is, have you been to these places? If yes, what was your experience? And what would you suggest me when it comes to exploring the jazz music scene? Let me know in the comment section below. Looking forward to read your comments. Now, before finishing today's video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Music Travel Guide, to get more historical insights, travel guides of all things like music.